Hello everybody and welcome to the monthly update for November 2018. Yes, I didn't forget about this whole thing. It's just I've been busy over the last few days, but that is what this whole thing is about. It's just an update for last month, how it went, and this month, how I plan for it to go, not necessarily how it's going to go, because things always change on the fly, but again, that is what we're here to talk about. Before we properly start, apologies for a few things. First off, if I sound a little bit off, this morning I woke up and I have just this really weird pain in my throat. Just in the back of my throat, makes it a little bit difficult to talk for extended periods of time, so just be aware of that. If I sound a little bit weird, that'll be why, though I'm surviving so far. Also, we're going to get onto this again, but sorry for not being too active this month, or last month rather. Once again, there was only a few videos that went up. Basically, I've just been working a whole lot of days a week again, and I live quite a ways away from where I work, so I'm spending a lot of time even just traveling. And this week, we actually have someone, like, I think he's the COO, coming down to the building I work in, and so we're spending a lot of time, extra time, sort of working through everything to get stuff ready for when they come down, and just sort of get ready to show off some things. So I've got a lot more busy work to do, and it's also recently just been Halloween and coming up to Christmas. That just makes, in general, my job quite a bit busier. But I'm hoping I've got a few more days free. Like, I'm going from 6 to actually 5 days a week again. So I'm going to have those 2 days to actually work on things, hopefully. But, things, again, may change. Also, sorry for not being too active on anything other than YouTube as well. Like, Twitter is the main one. A couple of days ago, I actually smashed up my phone. It still works and everything. Like, I can do stuff on it. It's just the front of it smashed. It makes it a little bit more difficult to use. And really, I've just not used it in that time. It's usable, but I just not. Maybe it's just because I have been working so much, but I've just not really been using my phone too often, so I've not really been keeping up on Twitter. I've not even really been on Reddit, which is something I do to waste my hours away. So I have ordered a new phone. I just got a text message saying, hey, it'll be here tomorrow. So I guess I'll show that off when I get it. I'm quite excited because it's been about 4 years since I last got this phone, and I've now smashed it, and it's well worth an upgrade, I think. So I'm very, very excited for it to actually show up. And I've spent quite a bit of money on it because phones are more expensive nowadays than 4 years ago, or at least it feels like it. But that is all that random stuff done with. Let's get on to how October went. October was actually really good. Again, I said I didn't upload that much. I only actually, other than the monthly update for that month, uploaded 5 videos, 4 of which were Lotro, 1 of which was OSRS. They've all done quite well as far as I'm aware. Episode 450 is nearly at 500 views, which is amazing. I'm really happy you guys, enjoyed that one. I have noticed for some reason I uploaded it in 1440p. It's still at 1080p, but considering it took multiple days to go from 360p to even like 480 or 720, I'm fine with it being at 1080. Most people are probably only going to watch it at 1080, so I think we can survive for a 6-hour video actually just at 1080. I think we're fine for that one. It'll eventually get there, probably like 2 months from now, and it'll be like, yeah, now you're at 1440p now that nobody else is going to watch it. But as I said, that's been doing really, really well. Really happy for that one. And also episode 451 seems to be doing quite well as well. And that actually had a few things I want to carry on and talk about as well. Before that, though, we are going to be getting to episode 500 relatively soon. When I get back to actually a decent schedule, we're probably going to be getting there relatively quick. And I had asked about this in episode 451, and someone left a comment, and it kind of, I already had the idea kind of, but it kind of cemented it a bit more in my head. I was thinking, and tell me how you feel about this, right? When we get to like 499, before we do 500, which is in Angmar, if I remember correctly, I wanted to do like a catch-up series, so like going through episode 1 to 100, 101 to 200, 201 to 300, etc., and just going through them and kind of just rapid fire going through what we did in each episode as a quick little catch-up thing. Because right now, with the 451 episodes, the playlist for those 451 episodes is at 6 days, 14 hours, 25 minutes, and 5 seconds long, and I don't really feel like... if you come across episode 450 and then go, I like this, I'll catch up. And then you go, hey, that's about, what would that be? 6 days, 8 hours and like 20 minutes, something like that. It's going to take you a while. So I kind of want to do a catch up thing, allow people to kind of get the idea of where we are, especially because I feel like with the Legendary server coming out, we might get a few more new people that might be very confused, especially like Helm's Deep stuff, epic battles, Mordor eventually, with a lot of things that are going to be very foreign to them, which also leads me finally to my favorite thing, which I was most excited for, and this is what brought up that comment originally, the Legendary server, which is the legacy server for Lotro, where they are currently, it's capped to I think 50 if I remember correctly, which is being released relatively soon. It was actually going to be released today originally, and then it was said on their Twitter the 6th of November, and then they went, that was wrong, it's actually going to be later, and now it's the 8th of November. Annoyingly, I'm working the 8th of November, but as soon as I get back, I'll probably just be straight on recording like an hour-long episode for that, and getting it out as soon as possible, probably staying up quite late for it. But the Legendary server comes out on November 8th at midday -5 GMT, which is like as I start work, if I'm doing my time zones correctly, and then I won't be back for like 7-8 hours, because I've also got to wait for someone to pick up some stuff. I made a promise, all right? I've got to keep my promise, so I'll be back as soon as I can, getting straight onto that. But I'll try and do a long episode for the first bit, because we're quicker now than when we first started out. I'm probably going to use the same character name, most likely, or my main character's name. I'm going to have to differentiate it in titles at the very least, but I am going to be running a parallel series almost of the Legendary server, because it allows us to kind of be better at the beginning, experience this whole thing as if it were new almost, and it should be a fun one, and we'll keep that sort of in parallel, and that allows me to kind of do longer episodes, but for both series, and stagger them out, so I can do a long regular Lotro episode and then a long Legendary episode, and it takes me, then I get like 2 days or 3 days to actually edit, render, upload, etc., and for it to process. So that is, I think, going to end up quite well. I'm very excited for it. As I said, I'll get it out as soon as I can. That is my main thing, where I was like, monthly update. I can actually like talk about Legendary servers. It's going to be great. I really think it's going to be good. I'm a little interested to see how it's going to be with one server. I think it's only one server at the moment. Might get bumped up if it starts capping out, but there's a lot of people going to be playing on it. It should be fun, and we should be able to get some cool stuff out of it. But that is it mainly for the Lotro section, because I did upload a different type of video that I last uploaded before that, 9 months before, which was an old school RuneScape video. I have the character, I've been playing on it. I've mainly been playing on my main because I've just really gotten back into it, and especially with mobile coming out and me getting my new phone, that's going to be great for me. But I've started up. The main actual reason for that account was to be an alt to help with, there's like 3 quests I think, where you have to have a partner with you, and I'm stubborn. I was like, I'll make a new account instead of asking for help from, because there's CCs and group chats and stuff that'll allow someone just to help you out with it. But I'm stubborn, so I was like, I'll make another account, I'll have an alt, I'll get to help on that, that's fine. So that's the main goal of that one, and then just leveling up as is. I really want to make an Iron Man though, so I was thinking of getting it up to help with those quests, then maybe making videos still with it, but mainly playing in the background, and then having an Iron Man, and properly doing the Iron Man. And yeah, because I haven't done one of those before, and I think it'd be really cool instead of having to rely on the Grand Exchange and stuff like that. And then you have to get your skills up slightly differently, and you have to go for things differently. I don't know if I'll do a hardcore Iron Man. I'm very prone to looking away from the screen and just dying. I was on a Slayer task earlier and died like 7 times. No, it was more like 3 times because I forgot to equip like a certain item I needed. So it kind of messed me up there. So I'll probably die straight away. Maybe I'll do it because worst case scenario, you just go straight back to Iron Man and you're fine. But I'm doing a little thinking about it. But it is something I want to do. It is the plan. Hopefully it'll all work out. Hopefully you guys enjoy all that sort of stuff, because I did enjoy making them, even if they do take a little while longer than just a regular Lotro episode. But I do find them quite fun to actually make. So hopefully you enjoy those. You know, it should be fun. There's a lot coming up this month. And then I'm also just wanting to diversify a little bit more, which will be what comes in the coming months. And, you know, maybe I'll also stream some Legendary server as well, because I think I talked about streaming in the last one. I've been meaning to get back into streaming, but again, because I've been so busy, I haven't really got the time to dedicate to it. And it seems every day that I'm actually off, my nieces are in the house and running around and barging through doors and asking me what I'm doing constantly. So I don't really want to stream with the distractions constantly there. So it is kind of you have to pick the best time for it sort of thing. So again, I want to get back into it, but it's finding the right days and stuff, and also the right stuff to do. But again, with Legendary server and stuff like that coming up, I think it'll be a pretty cool thing to get done there. I think that's all that really I have to say about last month, and also really all I have to say about this month. I just want to basically get a bit more consistent. I want to get more videos out, more than 5. Maybe we can double that to 10. Maybe, obviously not counting this video because it's just kind of, talking. It's a little bit easier than playing, and getting all that stuff sorted. So I want to get at least 10. I know it sounds stupid. I really would love a video a day, every day, but again, with my schedule right now, it's not really possible. And then I just want to stream a little bit, though I think I said this at the beginning of the year, and I might change it for next year, especially since it's so close. But I said if I had a choice between a video and a stream, I would choose the video. But maybe I'm next year going to focus a bit more, maybe 50-50, or maybe more towards the streaming. One of the two. I think 50-50 is probably the safest bet for me, because that at least gives me a choice, and I don't, in my head, have to say to myself, but I'd rather be recording a video. So we will see how it goes, but I do definitely want to get back onto streaming. But that is actually it for the monthly update for November 2018. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, you like what I have said is coming. And if you have any plans for the coming months or the new year, just post them down below. And we should hopefully be able to do them. I do also, actually, this is just going to be a random addendum. I do have a Lotro video. It's a couple of months old now, actually. I completely forgot it. I just remembered it's on my hard drive. I'm not going to quite say what it is. It's similar to the D&D video that I did, where I played Dungeons & Dragons for the first time. I actually had quite a lot of fun with it, but I didn't know if it would fit too well. So tell me if that is something you maybe... I don't want to give away too much, but tell me if it's something you maybe find interesting as a similar video to the Lotro player plays DDO for the first time. Also, if you want to see me go back to DDO, then also give me a shout on there, because I did play a little bit extra and it was actually quite fun. So maybe we can get maybe a series started on that, but I think it plays quite a bit differently, so I'm not sure how we do it. Maybe it's more of a stream thing for me, but nonetheless, that is it for the monthly update. I will see you in the next month for the next month, one of these. That's going to be December. Oh, that's weird. I'll see you in December for the monthly update, or in whatever video I put up next. Probably a Lotro video, because I've got a lot of work to do on this OSRS character. Though, Maybe I'll get onto that now, because I need to do a lot of questing, and that should be relatively easy to do. Anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye.